Hello students, here's the question number 2. So let's consider this one. Let me explain what the question says and then we will solve it. It says there is a plank of length L. So this is a picture. Let's connect this. This is a plank which is of length L and it rests on water. So this is water. This water is calm. That means water is not moving. And this is close to a platform which is frictionless. Above this A platform there is a block which has been placed, and this block has a mass m, and this platform is placed close to this A, and the distance of A with B is given as this total distance is small b. These numbers are known to us. Small b is 17 meter, or L was 2 meter, mass is given as a 25 kg. Now when you give a velocity to this block, let's say you are supplying a velocity u. So this will be first sliding on A is a frictionless. Then it will be landing on this platform. So when it lands on the platform, then this platform will start moving. When this platform moves on this water, the question says water applies a resistance force on this plank given by this relation, and this force is going to be opposite to the direction of velocity, and this force is in SI unit, that means in Newton. K has been given to us in SI unit. We need to find the minimum speed of the block on platform A, that means this u value. So we need to find the minimum value of this u so that the plank reaches to the platform B. So we need to find how much minimum velocity u should be so that this plank and this block combination reaches to this B end. That's our question. Now once understood the question, we can solve it. So we will consider two cases. One case when this block lands on this platform. Let's say this platform has a capital M mass. Now let's draw the figure separately. So just after the landing, this will be plank, there will be block coming in. Just before landing is the situation shown earlier. So this is just before landing. Now we can think of this entire system moves together with the velocity v0. v0 is the initial velocity of this arrangement. Then you say that as soon as this small m lands over here, it forces this plank to move in the forward direction. As it moves in the forward direction, the velocity comes in, right? Because of this velocity, you'll find there's going to be a resistance force will be appearing on this direction. This is going to be the resistance force, and this will be equal to k v0 at that instant. Now k is a fixed number, v0 is going to be a fixed number, so this force is not going to be impulsive at all, first of all. Secondly, this force is appearing when this this collision is going to take place, or interaction is going to take place, then there will be coming velocity, then after the force will appear. So we can say here, since this force is not impulsive and it comes later on, so we can say that linear momentum can be conserved. So linear momentum can be conserved before the landing and just after the landing. So using the linear momentum conservation, I explained why we can apply this linear momentum conservation, because we know in case of impulsive forces we cannot apply the linear momentum conservation, and impulsive forces are those forces whose magnitude is suddenly very large. So a linear momentum conservation will give us like small mu is equal to capital M plus small m v0. So that's one relation. Now once it this is just after landing case, and once it is moving, so later at any time t we can draw the picture again. So this was the situation just after landing, and then later on this is the case. Let's the entire system is moving with velocity v. So this frictional force or resistance force is going to be acting like this, which is going to be kv at any instant of time. Because of this frictional force, you are going to get this deceleration or retardation. This retardation will reduce the velocity v from v0 to 0. We want it to be reaching at b point, so up to b it should reduce to 0 for minimum condition. So from kinematics we can say, or dynamics we can say, for this A has to be equal to F by m. M means the total mass, which is m plus m, because the total mass is moving. Now this will become like k v divided by capital M plus small m. But we also know this is retardation. So also we can use the basic definition that retardation is equal to minus v dv by dx. So this is one of the definition of acceleration, v dv by dx. Putting minus sign will make it retardation. Now using these two equations together, so if we use these two equations together, we can find a relation like minus v dv by dx is equal to kv divided by m plus small m. Now if you carry with this equation, then you'll find v and v getting cancelled out, and it's like minus dv is equal to k divided by m plus small m dx. Now k divided by m plus small m, they are also constants, so we can go for integration both sides. It's a differential equation right in there. So let's apply the integration symbol. Now this entire system has to move from this location to this location, so how much the displacement is going to be? This is going to be the displacement, isn't it? So that's going to be b minus l. So it starts from 0, goes up to b minus l. What is the initial velocity? V naught. What should be the final velocity? It should become 0, because we are interested in finding minimum speed. So u will be minimum when v naught is minimum. V naught will be minimum when it just reaches to B point. That means after reaching at B point, its velocity should vanish. So its final velocity will become 0. So this is how the limit conditions we can apply. If you're getting it, we will get our answer. So this will become V naught minus 0 after integration, and it's going to be like k, and then you'll find it's going to be like b minus l divided by m plus small m. Now we are not interested in finding v naught. Our answer is going to be u. So u is going to we can substitute the v naught value. So if we substitute v naught value, so v naught can be written as mu divided by m plus small m is equal to k b minus l divided by capital M plus small m, where capital M is the mass of a Planck, which is not known to us. By the way, this denominator getting cancelled out. So from here you will find the u value, the minimum value of u should be equal to, and you can say it's going to be like k b minus l divided by m. So this will become the expression for your answer, the minimum value of u. Now if we want to find the numerical values, so we can put the values as known to us. K is 15 in proper units, B is 17, yes we know that, and L is given as 2, of course we can put that, and M is 25. Let's simplify it. So it's going to be like 15 into 15 divided by 5 into 5, 25, we can write like this. So like 3 into 3, which is 9 meter per second. So numerically it will become 9 meter per second, and this will become our answer. Okay, understood? Thank you.